We'll begin lining up our Supreme Showmen to bring them all back for the round robin showmanship contest. Now, first thing I want to say is that I understand that these are fat steers and they do have their endpoints.
And in this class, there are two of them that are literally as far away in terms of their type and kind from each other as I think it gets. But for me, just sticking to priorities and what I think the most genuine steer out here is, I'm going to go ahead and start the shorthorn appearing steer over to my left. And the reason why is because not only do I find that one the most attractive from a balance and quality standpoint from the side, but I also, when I put my hands on it, that one is without a doubt the rawest and the shapeliest out of the back side of his shoulder. And then again, I think the biggest thing that seals the deal for me is when you study these cattle on the go, this one is so much squarer and more correct about the way he utilizes his hock. And in comparison to the one that will go behind him, I understand that steer needs to be softer and drop down in his lines right in behind his sheath. But I do understand that this is a bigger type frame steer, and it's hard to feed that into those cattle. And the young man does a great job getting that shown. I like this pair a great deal. Young man with the black and white steer, if you just wanted to come out here and decide that you were going to just body shape him out, there's no doubt in my mind that this one rises to the top as quickly as anything. And I do think that he is super powerful out of the backside of his shoulder. But for a more moderately sized steer like he is, I do think that you could argue that he's maybe getting a tick over condition. He does touch a little bit softer, and that is evident when he gets out and goes, because he really wants to push his hock in towards each other. And when he does that, it makes him read so much more closed up at the ground, especially from where I'm standing right now. I just read the one ahead of you to be so much more genuine at the surface, which for me is where it starts. But young man, that's not to take away from that one, because that's a big, powerful, bold type steer that does a lot of good things really, really well. Young man that's going to round out the class is one that brings us an interesting one, because if you can get past the fact that he does get a little bit straighter off both ends, that steer's got tons of muscle and quality about his rib shape. But for me, like I said, that one just gets a tad too straight off either end of his skeleton. I'd like to fix that one structure ever so slightly, but still congratulate these kids on a really tough, interesting class as an evaluator. That was a lot of fun.